What's up, gamers? RC Stylez here. Thank you for joining me tonight on Gamers Purgatory. We are launching tonight Contra Rogue Corps. Right now, however, we are doing a brief history video on Contra, and to guide me through that and help you give you a little bit of a visual, I am going to use the Contra Anniversary Collection for that. Of course, the ones that are not listed here would be the PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 titles, and I will give you a brief history on those off my top of my head best I can. Alright, so... Okay, so first up we have Contra. And you have two titles here that were on the arcade. 1987 had the original Contra, and then 1988 had Super Contra. Both of those took place in the arcade systems. Also in 1988 we saw the release of Contra for the NES. Next up is the Japanese version of Contra, also in 1988, that was available for the Famicom system. Then we got Super C, also for the NES. This one was available in 1999 for the NES system. Contra 3 would have been in 1992. It was your first Super Nintendo Entertainment System title for Contra. This one was actually where they gave it the title of the Alien Wars. Next up for the Game Boy was in 1991, Operation C. This basically kind of follows with Super C. Contra Hardcores, this was for the Sega Genesis, and now Hardcores actually follows the Hardcore Uprising, which is for the PlayStation 3, but I will talk about that one more here momentarily. Hardcore actually it's the first time where you actually get the chance to fight with a mutant character, and that one he's like a wolf hybrid of Bill Riser, who is the main character from the Contra series. Another title that was in arcades is Super Alien Protectors, Alien Rebels. This was Contra with a different skin. Like I said, it was available in arcades as well as the Super Nintendo system in Europe. Then you have the Probiotics Protectors again. This one was in 1992, also available in Europe. This one's for the Mega Drive system, and one was the original Sega. Not many people are aware of any Sega before Genesis. Just really wasn't very popular. There's your bonus book. While I'm sitting here on the bonus book, I'll talk about the other titles that were released. For the PlayStation 1, we got a adaptation of Contra, which was called Neo Contra. Neo Contra basically had the same principles from the NES and arcades. PlayStation 2 saw Contra Shattered Soldier. This one was like a top-down and three-dimensional, like flat map type game. Kind of gave it a more dynamic storyline. And then for the PlayStation 3 we got Contra Hardcore Uprising, and it's actually the prequel. It comes before Contra Hardcore, even though Contra Hardcore came out on the Sega Genesis. After that we really didn't have much of anything on Contra until now. And tonight we will be launching Contra Rogue Corps. It's the latest installment in the game, and I look to have a lot of fun with it and a lot of nostalgia from it as well. So that is actually coming up here in the next 5 to 10 minutes, and I hope you continue to join us for that. Thank you for joining me for the brief history on Contra. If you want more in-depth Contra history, I can direct you to like Wikipedia, and then there's other Contra wikis that you can find online too that gives you some more in-depth like story and everything else like that. But like I said, join me in about 5-10 minutes and we'll get that launch started.